What's going on, guys? Welcome to Jersey Beast TV. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to prep your meals in less than 45 minutes for the entire week. If you know anything about gaining muscle, getting stronger, burning body fat, you need to be prepared for the week when it comes to what you eat. It's a huge, huge, huge deal. Now, obviously, if you're just getting started, cleaning up what you're eating is going to help and get you to that next step. But if you've been cleaning it up for a little while and the results have stopped, like you've stopped losing body fat, you've stopped gaining muscle, maybe your strength has not increased for a while, you may want to take a look at what you're eating and structure it a little bit better. So this is exactly how I do it pretty much every week. It's 10:30 here on a Sunday. I had a big family day with my two girls and my wife. But obviously, if you want the results, you got to put the time in. So at the end of the day, it's still got to get done. But the easier you make this for yourself, the easier it is going to be to stick with it every week. I will say this: there are plenty of people, plenty of guys who are always looking for new ways and new meals to create and new recipes to create. And I personally hate recipes because usually with recipes, you can't really cook in bulk. You need all kinds of crazy ingredients to make the food taste good. You may get a few servings out of 2 to 4 servings. It does nothing for the week. You spent all this time prepping this recipe meal that you found out of a cookbook or something, and it's not going to sustain you for the week. Best way to do it is cook in bulk. Right? Best way to do it is cook in bulk. So what I did was I grabbed a bunch of ground chicken, which comes in these packets. I'll show you guys. See that? Purdue ground chicken. I have a bunch of them. And what I do is I cut the whole brick, the whole thing that comes in that packet, right down the middle in half. So you have this brick, it's about this big, and you cut it. So there's 2 halves, not long ways. You cut it right down the center. So you have 2 halves, and you make each half a patty. So you're basically making a burger out of the ground chicken. And then what I do is I line them up on, this is a grill pan. I line them up on a grill pan or cookie tray. And you set the oven to 450, if you can see that, 450 for 35 minutes. Set the timer, and they come out perfect. Now, obviously, this can get old after a while. So I would urge you to do this with different types of proteins. For me, I have no problem eating the same thing over and over and over again for days, weeks, months, and years. It doesn't bother me because my view of food is different than most people's. So I will eat ground chicken and vegetables. I will eat ground chicken and rice, depending on my goals. I'll eat ground chicken and potatoes. I'll eat ground turkey and rice, ground turkey and vegetables. Very, very plain. If you're looking to spice it up a little bit, the key to spicing your food up is spices, right? So for tonight, we're going with Goya. Little shameless plug for Goya supporters. But you mix up the spices, and it doesn't add calories, if any, to the food, and keeps the food tasting pretty good. Now, obviously, if you don't care about burning body fat, you can use a little barbecue sauce, you can use a little ketchup, you can use a little bit here and there, but be very careful with your condiments and your sauces because a lot of them do contain a ton of sugar. So you have to be very careful what you're putting on your food. But again, if you're not looking to lose body fat, you're just looking to gain mass, get stronger, maybe you're already lean as it is, and you don't care if you add a few more pounds, then definitely by all means add some sauce. So very, very simple, very, very effective. Again, you just throw everything on a cookie sheet, right? And each one of these, I think just to give you a recap, in one of these ground chicken containers, I don't want to pick it up because I don't want to get my hands messy. There's 4 servings, I believe. 4 servings per container, and they are 22 grams of protein per serving. So you're actually making 2 servings per container by cutting it in half. So 4 servings, you'd be cutting it in 4s, right, in 4 quadrants. The way I do it is I cut it in half. It gives you 44 grams of protein, gives you about 16 grams of fat. But if you're using a grill pan, a lot of times the fat drips down at the bottom of the tray. And then depending on your goal, gaining mass or losing body fat will depend on what you put it with. So if you're looking to lose body fat, obviously a good rule of thumb is to watch your carbs. Don't eat a ton of carbs. So maybe a little bit of carbs, a little bit of rice, maybe a small potato with some grilled vegetables or some frozen vegetables. On the flip side, if you're looking to gain mass and get stronger and just build, then you would go a little bit heavier on the starchy carbs like your rice and potatoes. Not rocket science, guys, just common sense. Keep it simple, do this every week, and I guarantee you, whatever plateau you're stuck on, whether it's losing body fat, getting stronger, building muscle mass, you will shatter it. You will shatter it. And most people don't, because this is the toughest part. We'll be good for a week, we'll be good for a few days when it comes to eating clean, but you gotta do it every week. It has to be like clockwork, just like your gym time. Because you can be putting in 3, 4, 5 days in the gym, but if you're not eating enough, you're not eating the right foods, or you're not eating enough protein, or maybe you're looking to build mass and strength and you're not really eating carbs and you need carbs for your body type, you're gonna be spinning your wheels. You're gonna be taking 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, you're gonna get frustrated. So this is usually the missing link, is the meal prep. So protein, figure out your carb source or your vegetable source, spices, and just make sure you do this every week. And you can knock this out. You get good at this, man, you can knock this out in 45 minutes, including cook time and prep time. All right, that's all I got for tonight, guys. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.